Your face, the skies. Something's new now behind your eyes. Feel it left behind. I don't know.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I don't know why I came in like a show tune.
I don't know, but I was also doing the finger wag, so it's a thing. We didn't.
I like it. I like it. We're in sync. We are in sync. I noticed that about this like video that's upcoming. I don't know if you did, but like we did several things in sync, not planned. I was like, we're good.
I almost just did a really crude hand motion that I it's not late enough for that yet.
So Dave is here. He's just letting Ralphie out because Ralph, of course, decided he could go out right when we were starting. So he'll be back and then probably have to get back up again to let Ralph out. But so I'm so excited because we are back like old school Paranormal Spirits style. Like, yes.
Fun.
I had so much fun. I'm trying to like just waste a little bit of time until Dave gets back because he hasn't seen the whole like fully edited video yet. So it's fun. So any of you guys that don't know, I think I forgot to put it, I'll put it in the description after we're done with the show. But Caitlin and I have another channel called Paranormal Spirits, and we there he is, Dave Hurley, everybody. Well, basically it's kind of like what it sounds like, what the name sounds like. We would drink and like tell each other stories. So, and then we would edit the videos and do like really ridiculous graphics and sound effects. So yeah. So yeah. All right, let's say a quick hi to everybody too while we're here. So Simon was here. It's his birthday. He was here this morning. I saw him in here this morning, but hopefully we'll see. He may be passed out. But Bradley's here. Hey. Claude, I know you're here too. Hey, Claude. How are you? Alien girl, Amy's here. Hey, Amy. Woo-hoo. Hey. Let's see. Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki. Cassie. Hey, Cassie. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yes, please. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe.
At least somebody's good at that.
Yes, please subscribe to Rebellious Unknown and Paranormal Spirits. If you don't like it, please subscribe. Something was wrong there. Yeah. Hey Vera, how are you? Oh, Lulu. What is with the dogs tonight? They are crazy.
They know we're trying to do something.
They do. All right. Yeah. So what we're going to do tonight. So if you guys saw us kind of like when Caitlin and I and Dave all first sort of came back after my long hiatus, we were trying to figure out how we wanted to do the format of this. And we decided, you know what, we're just going to do old school Paranormal Spirits videos. And we're going to play most of it here on the show for you and then discuss kind of the story that we talk about. But if you want to see the whole video, it's already out on Paranormal Spirits. So like I said, after the show, I'll put the link in. I meant to do it beforehand, but I didn't. It's fine. So yeah, you can always go watch the whole thing if you feel so inclined. It's a lot of ridiculousness, really. Kind of is. So with that, so stick around. Don't go away after the video because like I said, we're going to come back and discuss it. It's a good one. It's the story of Bill Vale. If you guys don't know Bill Vale, you'll be introduced to Bill. This is our second time kind of talking about Bill. It's an interesting story. So
it is.
All right. Are we ready? I'm going to add it in.
Hard to be efficient today. It's not going to happen.
We are so sophisticated now. This is your safe space. This is your home.
Oh boy.
I know.
Wow, we both just sniffed right at the same time, like two cokeheads. Why do people post pictures of themselves crying on the internet?
I don't know. I don't get that. It's just like
I like the ones that are like just empowering. Mental health is important. I'm like, yeah, it is important, but we don't need to post on the internet. Keep your feelings yourself. Pretty sure I'm a really ugly crier, but I happen to be standing near a mirror, and you're like, oh, that'll scare the feelings right out of you. God. I can't lift up my arms because I have an old lady color bra on. And
That was my chair, not me farting.
that would have been a really, like, very squeaky fart. And an impressively squeaky fart. You ate one bean. I had one bean today. I just remember touching thighs. Touching thighs. Why is it so squeaky? I'm like jamming my hand into it really like aggressively. It's my pee-pee pad, but it's
Right.
Yeah. I'm not trained yet. I'm not housebroken.
Oh! There goes the light.
Welcome to Paranormal Spirits. Let me just get my stoma ready to tell this story. I'm sweaty and ready.
All right. Do you want to go first, or do you want you want to go first? Welcome back. Here we are.
38 years old, sitting on a hand-me-down couch, wiping my tears with my quartzite towel. Well, let's rehearse how we hold our beverages. Is this good? Do we like it here or here? Or here? Or here?
Hey there, booze buddies. Welcome back to Paranormal Spirits, where we share a drink, we tell you a spooky story, and then we rip it apart because booze always shows the truth. And as always, we will be playing Emily's drinking game.
Emily's drinking game. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Where every time we screw up a word or phrase, we take a drink. So grab a drink and play along with us. Hey there, Caitlin.
Hey there, Lynn. How are you today?
Super. How are you?
I'm just glad to be back in action.
I know, it's been a while, right? Like, been a hot minute.
It has been a moment. Because we're coming back from a long time off, I figured we should retell a story we already told. So let's do that. We wanted to kind of touch base. We told the story of Bill Vale not too long ago, and a lot of you guys seemed to like it. So we decided that we would kind of go over it again and kind of talk about it a little bit differently and a little bit cooler. Probably not. Okay, kids, gather round while I tell you the tale of Bill Vale. And I did not mean to Dr. Seuss that, I swear to God. So Bill was a NASA robotics engineer, and he did that for about 15 years or so. And Bill got divorced in 2002, I think it was. And he decided to leave his really amazing job working for NASA, which is every kid's dream, and go to Arlington, Texas, and work for his brother at his brother's water purification company.
I still don't get that one.
I don't get it either. It's really weird. But I guess when you're redoing your life, sometimes you just got to redo your life.
He was like, I need a fresh start. I need water. Water is going to purify and cleanse.
He needs to cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Bill moves to Texas, and he's in Tejas, and he's out there, and he's like doing his thing, working for his brother. And I guess what his job was he did demos of like what the installation was and like the whole process. So he would go to people's houses. Bill was a new guy. So on a Saturday, Bill takes an appointment to go, do his thing, do the whole water for pure, what? Water purification song and dance. And the woman that made the appointment was very specific about the time. So Bill shows up right on time, not a minute before, not a minute late, door's a little cracked. Here's a lot of yelling, right? So he's like, what the hell's going on in here? And instead of just leaving like a normal person would, if you like showed up to a door, he looks in because he's Bill Vale, apparently very nosy, NASA former robotics engineer.
Right. Well, that's the thing. He's like, I went from a NASA robotics engineer to water. I better get some drama at least. The very least.
We know how engineers love the drama.
Absolutely.
So then Bill takes a peeky, a little looky-loo at what's going on in the house. And then he sees this woman standing over 3 men who are kneeling on the ground, and every woman's dream. And she's kind of circling them, holding a book, yelling, screaming, chanting, like doing all this stuff. And Bill's like, what the hell? And he's living his little voyeur life because he doesn't leave. He just keeps looking. And then she, before he leaves, she makes direct eye contact with him and just does a little point.
Ooh.
Like, I'm coming for you. Bill goes, nope. And he gets out of there. He leaves and he basically goes home and almost immediately starts experiencing really bizarre things in his household. The first thing that he saw, he was like sitting, having his like little, dinner or whatever. And he saw something run through a room next to him, like out of the corner of his eye. Right? Couldn't find it, thought it was a rat or something. So he went looking, couldn't find it. Later that night, Bill was doing a little snooze and he was awoken by his bed shaking violently. Again, every girl's dream.
I was just going to say, the lady is back.
Pointing. It's just the lady at the bottom of the bed going,
right.
I'm coming for you, Bill.
You, Bill.
So he phones a friend, he's a little nervous. And the phone call is interrupted with a lot of static. And again, on the call, he hears a lot of chanting and like things that he can't really make out. And oh wait, that wasn't a friend. Doesn't matter. Facts don't matter. And we did talk about this in our first video, and I'm going to talk about it again now because it's my favorite. Is he was hiding under his covers like a grown man should. And he saw a hand come up on like out from the bottom of the bed and was like and it grabbed his leg. No. So that was the first night after he saw Lady in the Chance. Sometimes you're gonna make yourself laugh. I gotta professionally scroll up in my notes. So the strangeness continues. Bill is sitting there. I don't know if it's the same night or if it's a different night because again, details don't matter to me anymore. And all the lights go out in the house and he goes to get a flashlight and he checks the closet and for this flashlight, and then I guess some stuff starts rumbling around on one of the shelves in the flashlight.
What did you mess up? I was just taking a drink.
It was an appropriately timed drink. I said so things are rumbling around in the closet. He can't get his flashlight. So Bill is like super logical. He doesn't want to make a big deal out of it. But he calls his brother. He doesn't really tell his brother what's going on. He has his brother come over. And Bill's like, something terrible happened to me in this closet. Yo, bro, go in this closet right now. Go check it out and tell me what's up. And his brother goes in the closet and he knows that Bill's all stressed out. But his brother literally feels somebody like things hitting him in the legs. Just little karate chops. Ghosty chops in the... Ghost chops. Yeah. And his brother decides he's not going to say anything about it. He's going to just let Bill continue thinking he's delusional because he doesn't want to stress him out anymore. Then Bill decides to have his brother and his sister-in-law over, and then they all witness the same sort of creature that Bill saw previously, like running through, that he thought was a rat, that was no longer a rat. They called it bipedal creature. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it walks on 2 feet.
Can we not make things more difficult than they
I know,
are?
right? Like,
so they all saw a 2-legger just walking around. So it was not a rat anymore.
right.
They couldn't find it. They looked for it. They did the whole thing. Bill decides, I'm going to call a paranormal investigator because why not? And he calls a paranormal investigator. The crew comes over. They set up all the shenanigans and they're trying to taunt it because that's what paranormal investigators do. I want to do that. You just tease them about their childhood insecurities. They're taunting this mofo. They're hanging out in Bill's bedroom because that's where all the action is. No, but seriously, that's where a lot of the action was happening. And during that time period, they got some voices and they also got they had laser grids set up and one of the laser grids was knocked off. When the investigators left, they were like, Bill, bro, probably shouldn't live here anymore. Whatever is here is pretty rough. And Bill was like, yeah, cool. Thanks for the advice. I'm going to stay. So because he just didn't want to sell it. He was like a nice guy, I guess. But it turns out this is a new edition. So I learned a little bit more that after they left, like literally the night after they left, Bill had some more crazy experience. Like one really big crazy experience happened.
Well, yeah, they riled up the ghost or whatever.
Yeah, they got him all riled up and just let him go. That's a tease.
It is.
That's a ghost tease.
Mm-hmm.
What's the equivalent of ghost blue balls?
I was just trying to think of that.
No, that's racist. I was going to say white balls, but that's racist. Transparent balls? Transparency? Ectoplasm?
Ectoballs.
Ectoballs. Yeah. I love my balls like I love my ghosts. Gloopy.
Yep.
So, Bill was scared because he was just, a little nervous, as one would be after, you piss off a ghost or whatever the hell is in your house. And he had a lot of music on and he had the lights all on because he slept with the lights on regularly because of how scared he was to be in this house that he refused to leave. And out of nowhere, Bill hears this sound. It is so loud. It is a loud crashing sound. And he like a truck had just driven into his house. So he jumps up and he runs outside to go assess the damage because the truck had run into his house. Nothing. No truck, no damage, no nothing. Everything is normal outside. So he's like, what the hell? And he goes back in the house. And when he walks back into the house, he hears the same sound again in his dining room. So he's like, what the hell? And he goes into the bed. Nope. He goes into the dining room and same thing. Nothing, no damage, nothing is happening. Everything is normal. And then he hears the car alarm goes off outside. Like his car alarm is going off. And he's like, what the hell? Nothing again. He checks it, whatever. So now he's pissed and he's just like annoyed, right? He's like mad. He doesn't want to deal with it anymore. So he starts doing the thing, the I know what you did last summer thing, where he's like, what do you want from me? What are you waiting for? So after, doing the show yourself and what are you waiting for and all of this, he hears the sound again, that really loud banging sound coming from his bedroom. So he runs into the bedroom and this time the sounds don't stop. They just start getting louder and louder to the point where Bill literally is like crunched up on the ground, covering his ears for a really long time because it is just so freaking loud.
Why not just like leave the room?
I don't know, scared?
I'm just saying. I wasn't there. I'm just saying. Next time, Bill, just walk out of the room.
I know. You would think that, and I would think that, but I'm also sure that I would curl up and put my hands over my ears.
I would be yelling at it.
You would. You're an instigator. I'm a sound sensitive kind of gal. I'm sound sensitive, so I just don't like it. I'm like, oh.
No, I don't either. That's why I'd be yelling. I'd be like, listen here, you stupid ghost.
Yeah, that's what you would say. That's exactly what you would say. Me too. I would say, excuse me, you're being rude. So loud. I'm trying to sleep here. So the noise stops, and finally, and Bill's like, oh, thank God I can get into my bed and sleep peacefully. I don't know who could sleep peacefully after that. But he gets into his bed and he decides to try and sleep. And he's laying there and out of nowhere, he sees a 6-foot tall figure come out of the bottom of his bed.
No.
And it stands near the foot of his bed and it leans and then it doesn't lean. It doesn't lean, Lynn. It crawls onto his bed all the way on top of him until its face is in Bill's face. Okay? And then it gives him a kiss on his forehead and it says, good night, Bill.
Stop it.
Good night, Bill. And tucks him in and that's the end of the story. It leans in his face, is right in his face, and they do an eye contact stuff. They're just looking at each other.
Did it have eyes?
It has eyes, and then it opens its mouth, and it has one huge tooth, just one big old tooth.
You're joking again.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm here, Bill. Ah. And then it grunts loudly, and it disappears. So let's relive this moment.
It was a ghost that had to fart, basically.
It went all the way up into his bed, and it gets all the way in his face, and it eye to eye, and then it goes, and then leaves.
And then it just goes away.
Squiggles back, da 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 da, bye, and then it leaves. It's so good. Why one grunt? This thing is funny. I want to be friends with this thing because it sounds like it's just having itself a good time. It's like, you guys, watch this.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna crawl in. I'm gonna see how close I can get to his face. It was described as a huge tooth. I don't know why it's jutting out this way in my brain, but
now is it square or pointed? Because in my brain, it's squared like jack-o'-lantern tooth.
oh, mine was pointy. I pictured one big point.
Interesting. I mean, either is weird.
Yeah.
What can you do with one tooth? Like scoop?
The next morning, Bill woke up with scratches on his chest and back from the tooth.
From the tooth?
After this, he started to wake up with scratches pretty regularly, and he started waking up with scratches and bruises and all of that stuff really regularly, and things were starting to be thrown on top of him by something that was invisible. So he started to get like stuff thrown on it. So Bill he never felt alone in the house. He always felt like somebody was with them, and it was One Tooth Jones was just hanging around with Bill all the time. In his invisibility cloak. He never felt alone. He constantly saw figures and shadows and all sorts of stuff. And finally, Bill tried to have the house exorcised like multiple times, and nothing ever worked. And he still lives there, and he just doesn't want to sell it and doesn't want to do anything. And this is his theory, that the woman who was doing the obla-dees, obla-das over the boys at that house was doing a triple exorcism, and he was the vessel that she like expelled the demon into. Buy two, get one free exorcisms. But guess what? Our friend Bill wrote a book. I'm going to buy it because I want to read it. It's called Satanic Warfare, Tactics of the Demonic, Lessons Learned. And it's Bill and a couple other co-authors. And I found this by stalking Reddit, where Bill actively comments on things. Somebody like wrote something and they're like, this sounds untrue. And Bill was like, I beg to differ. Google my name. No, he didn't say at all. He was actually very polite. But he was like, if you Google my name, I wrote a book because he was tired of people telling his story incorrectly.
He's tired of us?
Yeah, I definitely butchered this story twice. Not once, but twice. So you're welcome,
Sorry, Bill.
You're welcome for that. The book money. So yeah, that's the summary / new edition of the Bill Vale story. Because I know we have just talking about poltergeists and ghosts, and we touch a little bit on demons here and there. So I'm curious to know what you think it was that was given the Bill.
Oh, almost.
I know. Given Bill again? Bill? Bill. The old one-tooth haunting. What do you think? Do you think it was a haunting? Do you think it was a ghost? Do you think it was real at all? Do you think it was a poltergeist?
I don't know. Like, he doesn't, other than kind of the phenomena, right? Like, as far as I know from what I've read, I don't think Bill really exhibits any psychological symptoms that would lead you to believe that he's psychotic or having hallucinations, delusions of some kind. I don't know Bill's mental health history, but like everything I've read, there hasn't been any mention of that. And usually if you've gotten to that point, there would be something, right? Somebody would go to something like, Bill's acting a little weird.
Yeah, right? Bill's crazy showing. Yeah.
I think what I found really interesting, my theory, when you said, after the one tooth, Toothy McGee was showing up, and then he had like scratches and bruises. To me, I'm wondering, is it this little whatever, this entity trying to bite and like scratching, like bruising, right? And then getting so frustrated that he's just like, Bill Vale! And like throwing a tissue box. Like, get that, Bill! Maybe that's why, was it this entity getting frustrated? for some reason. And like, has he ever seen it again? Do we know?
So it's hard for me. I mean, I did minimal research yet again, ×2. Actually, I found a couple of podcasts that I do want to kind of check out that talk to him post. So like more recently. So I do, and I am going to read the book. If it has any more information, we can do a little Bill update, a update.
I think there's something going on. I mean, I do agree with Bill that if he did go and see this woman doing her, you know, buy two, get one free exorcism type situation, and he walked in and she's like, yo, bibbidi bibbidi boo, then maybe
It was a fairy godmother.
it's not bibbidi bobbidi boo, it's hubbidi bubbidi boo. That's the exorcism form. That's the exorcist fairy. Follow me here. It sounds like he might not be wrong in that maybe she transferred whatever it was. If this, you know, let's just assume that all of this stuff truly is happening and that like did happen, then, you know, maybe that is the case. And I don't know, it's really, really interesting. The one tooth though, the one tooth is getting me. Like,
I'm obsessed with the one tooth.
The
I'm
one-
also obsessed with the face-to-face interaction. Like,
That's not completely uncommon, but the one tooth is weird.
imagine, is face-to-face really, that's not uncommon? I'm not interested. I don't want
No,
that.
it's not, I mean, like people talk about having, something get in their face. That's not like super uncommon. Now, if there was something in my face and all of a sudden it pulled out one giant tooth, I would probably laugh. I will be
Would
honest.
you try and touch the tooth? I feel like I would try and touch the tooth. I want to touch it.
I'd just be like, what is that? Like,
Hmm.
like how much can we really get done with that? That would be me.
So how
Here.
big is huge? Because if it was sharp and it was huge,
Right?
You
I
can-
get you. But how is it getting the food off of whatever it's like
why does it have to
impaled onto
eat
this
it?
one tooth? It's gonna have to use its hands.
Why does it have to eat it? Why can't it just impale things? Why is it? Who says it's hungry?
Well, it has a tooth.
Do they eat?
I'm not sure what's happening.
I don't think it was a demon. I'm gonna vote demon off the list.
It's a weird one if it is a demon. Maybe it's just like a human spirit that's like, I'm gonna find something really scary, but not a bright human ghost, right? Like,
Yeah.
something really scary. I'm gonna be all dark and black, and I'm gonna crawl up on his bed, and I'm gonna have this giant tooth.
I'm gonna get real close. Just one tooth. That's it.
In my
Just
mind,
one tooth.
it was like this giant, like face-sized tooth.
He has to like pull his lips around it to get it out. I need a dentist. Something's wrong. Do demons attach to like homes and not people, or do they only attach? They do.
Yeah, they can. They can attach to locations.
Would it also mess with his like brother and all of them if it was?
Back up here. All right, so there's more to it. One of my favorite jokes is actually still to come, I think, right? We didn't say it yet. So
No, we haven't said it yet, and it's just
Yeah.
playing in my head over and over
Right.
and over right now. It's ridiculous. Is it bad that I laugh at? I've watched that a few times because obviously that's what you do, and I laugh so hard every time, and I don't know if we're actually funny or if I just think we're funny.
I know. I do the same thing. He could tell you. He heard me cracking up for 2 days editing that video.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where I'm like, we're hilarious. And then we put it on the internet and I'm like, are we actually funny or are we just mentally damaged?
I think it's the latter, probably. We are clearly mentally damaged if we can come up with these things.
So, Bill Vale.
Yes.
Okay. So thoughts, guys. I want to know. I know we kind of had this discussion. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, about poltergeist, demon, ghost, like all that kind of stuff. So this kind of ties in there, right? So we do have a discussion at the end of this video where we kind of actually talk about it. Maybe, I don't really know. I was pretty drunk at that point. So just tanking Coors Lights like the classy Florida gal I am.
I like it. I like it.
Let's rehash thoughts.
Okay. So why don't you start? Because again, you were the kind of scholastic mind behind the Bill Vale storytelling here.
Scholastic.
That is overselling this to the. You want to know the research I did for Bill Vale Part 2? Is I watched Bill Vale Part 1, which we did, and then I Googled it once. I found 2 Reddit threads and some extra shit.
Well, that is fine because my research before going into the video was also watching the video that we first did on Bill Vale as well. So, yeah.
So a lot of weird things happen there, right? Like in the beginning of the Bill Vale story, I was fully convinced it was like a demon thing, right? But then you get a little bit further into it and you're kind of like, it's a little more poltergeisty. It's a little...
Caitlin hates the fart noise, by the way.
I don't know why I hate it. I hate it. I love it. But you know what? I miss the aggressiveness. We used to have a very aggressive like buzzer sound.
I got to see if I can. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm going to have to just keep looking for
I'll
it.
find one. I'll find it. I'll just put it in there if I can find it. But
sorry. I'm so sorry.
What was it? I don't even remember. Okay, wait.
It was a demon at first when you first read the story.
I'm gonna Vogue for a minute. And then, okay. So definitely thought it was a demon, then leaned toward poltergeist, and then went, poltergeist is hilarious.
Poltergeist.
I want to, oh my God, my brain just went real far out this way.
Yeah.
What's the chain restaurant that serves fried poltergeist, right? Like, what is that? And I want to be there.
Poltergeist. I'd be a good man.
Can I get a family size bucket of fried poltergeist, please? Thank you. It really has a kick to it.
Invisible chickens are a problem. Our second T-shirt. And to understand the rest of the video on Paranormal Spirits, but not now. After we're done.
Chickens do have 2 legs, so I mean, maybe it was a chicken.
Dave, I kind of don't mind you so much. That's a compliment.
That's how I feel about Dave.
Now. Sweep him off his feet, Bradley.
Yeah, so I don't really know. It gets a little weird because it doesn't like ever progress into anything. It never actually physically does anything. Well, it does physically do stuff to him, but it never like gets to a level where I feel like all demon sort of stuff gets to, right? Like all of those things really usually typically build. This kind of get it?
Oh, nice.
That was awful. Don't encourage that kind of behavior. So I don't know. It's tough for me. Like certain aspects of it, you're like definitely a poltergeist, and then other aspects, you're like demon. And then it's been a day. So I don't know. I'm like torn. I'm very torn. I don't think it's a ghost.
No,
I definitely don't think it's. I just don't. I feel like ghosts are just like, I died and I'm here. Whee! Right? Like ghosts are just there. So
I think ghost might be the solution to the demon poltergeist conundrum, though. Maybe the ghost is kind of right in the middle. Maybe the ghost, and I kind of stand by, you guys didn't see it yet, but I kind of stand by what I originally said in that video, which is I think it's a ghost, but not a very bright ghost, right?
Well, it only has 1 tooth, so we can just kind of go.
You gotta be really scary with this one giant tooth.
Tostito scoop.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Like useless tooth, but.
Well, I don't know about useless.
Useless tooth is a great man name.
How you gotta get your face in the salsa just to scoop it up? You just drink it if you're gonna get to that.
You're obsessed with this thing eating. You're obsessed with it eating. Why would it
has a tooth?
Why would it otherwise? Are you saying all ghosts who don't eat have no teeth?
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Clearly. They don't. Have you ever seen a ghost with teeth?
I'm here to haunt you.
They need to put in their ghost dentures. Wait, let's see. Okay, yeah, Hyadenamug is Why does it have a tooth if it doesn't? But maybe it's not a ghost. Okay, I take that back. Maybe it's not a ghost.
See.
that just completely, it goes against the whole like tooth theory. But yes, Haley.
Tooth man.
Ali.
I don't know. It's a weird one. That's the conclusion that I've come to. But what does Bill think it is? Bill thinks it's a demon, right? Because he talked about satanic warfare. So
Yes, he does. He does think it's a demon. He does think that the woman giving out the discount exorcisms did utilize him to like take the demon. That's why she made the appointment. I kind of skipped over it, but she does. When the appointment was made for Bill to go, do his water purification spiel at this house, it was a very specific time. The woman made the appointment, or I don't know if it was a woman, but the person made the appointment and said, be here at 5 p.m. Not a minute before, not a minute later. Like you can't be here, anything. So like clearly.
Right.
So Bill believes that she wanted him to be there so they can like exorcise the demon right into him. And then I don't know. But I don't get that either because like who does like a triple exorcism for funsies?
Well, I mean, the same kind of person that would throw it at someone else, I guess. I don't know.
Is this how you throw a demon?
Yeah. It's exactly. Do we know that was her exact
Probably
movement?
something like that.
You. That's how I'm going to throw demons.
I
You
want to
get a demon.
like, like some sort of like jazz hand kind of action, maybe. Something.
Like a Three Stooges movement.
Maybe she was just
Wow.
But why was she like, I mean, but she had the people on the ground, like, and she was just, I mean, I guess unless it was something weird, but like she was doing something funky.
Yeah,
something
weird.
funky.
She was definitely doing something funky. She was yelling. They were in a circle. There was a lot of like stuff happening.
Right, or something, if I remember correctly.
She did have a book.
Yeah. See, Epic gets me. Spirit fingers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Moment of silence for that joke. I'm actually just pissed that I didn't think of it. That's really it. Anytime anybody makes a better joke than I can think of, I get mad. It's not. It's an internal struggle. So
I don't know. I can't figure this one out. It's driving me
figure
crazy.
it out either.
Do you think it's a demon?
I don't know. Like I said in the video, like my brain wants to say ghost, but I keep going to demon. And for some reason, poltergeist is off the table in my brain. I don't know why.
What?
It shouldn't be. But you know why? I do know why.
Okay.
Because let me tell you why. Let me say why.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Do you know why?
I know why. Because of the whole weird lady thing.
Right.
Like, she's not going to be throwing a poltergeist at him.
Right.
Maybe.
Right, but like,
But
can't a ghost like attach to you? Can't that be a thing?
yeah.
Hybrid.
It'd be
I say
cool to imagine
hybrid.
old lady.
How about a hybrid? That's you
Is
mean
that a thing?
like alien human hybrids? Oh, it's a thing. We need to
Alien
have a whole
human
episode.
hybrids. Yes, but let me tell you.
Oh,
so
you mean
when a poltergeist man loves a demon woman, and they get together and they make a baby. It's a hybrid.
Human hybrid. So do you think that the woman was the hybrid, or she's throwing a hybrid baby his way?
I'm trying to think of the word that I would mesh together demon and poltergeist, so I can't think of actual real answers for you right now. Yes, a adultergeist. Or a demon.
Demon.
Oh my god.
Peevan it is. Peevan's the one.
Peevan is my favorite word. Yes. Hyedema has my favorite explanation. Maybe it was bad oral hygiene demon and the priest used holy mouthwash to exorcise it.
Oh my god.
She was a dental hygienist, that woman.
The power of Crest compels you. I'm the funniest person alive. That's it. It's officially over. I retire. Wow. I'm impressed.
That's amazing.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Either way, like, I don't understand why this guy stayed. in this house for so long.
Well, like you said, maybe he's just okay, here's my theory. I've like looked at this from a psych perspective, right? And
Okay,
this is
tell me.
what I think. I think initially Bill was a nice guy, didn't want to put this demon on someone else, right? He thought like,
yeah,
like, okay, I just can't do this to someone else. But I think, and I also, okay, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think Bill has come to kind of like the phenomena loose snoring a little bit, because one, he's writing a book, he's doing, TV shows, but that also would explain why he still hasn't sold the house and why the exorcisms haven't worked, because the exorcisms won't work if the person involved doesn't want them to work, even if they don't consciously realize they don't want them to work.
So maybe it is a poltergeist that sort of is manifesting as a demon, or may eventually, because we talked about that before.
No, but they can't be demons. They're two different things.
Well, but again, like your Carl, for example.
My Carl?
Your Carl.
Oh, demonologist Carl. Okay.
Oh,
Carl
I was like, you have a Carl.
Great hamburger. No, but yeah, so
produces demons.
Right.
Right.
So
yes.
he his theory, right? So like,
that like there are psychological manifestations.
Yeah.
Okay. That demon is a psychological manifestation. But that also kind of goes along with the fact that maybe poltergeist comes from a living agent. I kind of am going in the demon route. The only thing that doesn't make sense is why it hasn't gotten worse, unless it has, and we just don't know it because Bill hasn't reported it yet. I mean, we need to read you by we, I mean, you need to read the book.
I'll read the book.
Tell us what this psychological warfare is.
I'll read the book. So I just had a random thought about how shitty Bill's life is, right? So this guy gets divorced. So he's obviously like has a shit home life.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets divorced and he's like, sweet freedom. And then he also has to live with something else that's nagging him all the time.
right.
Throwing things at him, getting in his face with one tooth.
Not letting him sleep.
Right.
Which
like,
would explain why
Bill
I'm comfortable with it, because it's like it's just par for the course.
interrupting his phone calls.
Right.
Are you on the phone? Who are you talking to? Who is that? I'm assuming that his ex-wife was that person. That's
Yeah,
who
it's not that
that's
much
my
different
thought
than a
process.
Bad relationship.
It's true. That is true.
So it's a tough one. It is a tough one though. Like
Hauntings and demon possessions are bad relationships. They're toxic relationships.
Unless, yes, they are, unless they want it.
oh my God,
So-
he's addicted to it. Do you think he's into it?
Yes, that's what I've been saying. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not listening. I'm listening, I promise.
Yes, that's I do. I think that even if he doesn't realizes it, he probably, because when you live with something for long enough, you can get used to it, right? Like people who live with paranormal phenomena get used to it, like they do. Even if it startles them from time to time, they just kind of like, it's just a part of their life. So I think that he has gotten so used to it that it would probably be weird without it.
Like quiet.
I'm going to give it up. Right. Like my house right now, because of, I'm not going to name any names, but like no ghosts at all. Don't like it. Too quiet.
How dare you, Dave?
Weird.
You're kind of going through that now, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why is nobody listening to me tonight? Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It drives me crazy. There's so many things about this story that are like super weird to me. Like, first of all, I don't know. The tooth.
Oh,
I can't stop thinking about the tooth.
We saw that at the same time.
Sure did. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
The fucking tooth. I'm sorry. I can't. What is that thing? And does he see it often? Like he saw it once.
Right. And does it come back with like multiple teeth? Or is it just a single tooth every single time? And we still haven't like figured out the whole like, square tooth, pointy tooth.
I know that this is annoying, but I'm obsessed with the poll. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the polling, but I want to know. I think pointy tooths. I think pointy tooth. Lynn thinks square tooth. And I really need to know.
Okay. I'm going to do a poll. You keep talking. I'll start a poll.
If anyone thinks it's a pointy tooth or a square tooth, because when you think of a creature crawling up in your bed to make freaking eye contact with you, that's like really creepy. Are you thinking you're going to see like jack-o'-lantern, like really rounded square tooth? Or are you thinking dagger tooth that's here to like jab your eyeballs out?
Well, the reason I think sorry, I'm interrupting you, but I'm going to keep going. But like and then you can please add your 2 cents because I'm
sorry. I just talk so much.
But
I talk so much.
No. But I think I went square because the one tooth is so funny to me that it just needs to be funnier. It needs to be a square, like tooth that's not going to do anything. Right? The shovel tooth. I'm still going with that.
I know that each one of my square teeth goes like this, where it hangs out in my mouth.
It does. It does.
Yeah. I just wanted it to be scarier. I think that's why I made it a pointy tooth.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, right now, I'm just saying, right now, square is just barely squeaking by. But we'll see.
Down with the squares.
Pointy.
Pointy. Dave.
Well,
Tiebreaker.
Okay, so the pointy would be more menacing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But square is funnier. It is. I mean,
so much funnier.
Yeah.
So,
because
pointy is like, and then square is like, hey, right? So
I would have gone the opposite, but yeah.
So, but being that Bill, I don't know, like, he's a rational person. At least we think he is. I mean, so
yeah.
Especially if he is manifesting something, I think he's going to manifest a square.
I think Bill would manifest a square too.
I think
he's going
to do a pointy because it's in the shape of a rocket. Suck it. NASA, I win. Pointy wins.
NASA,
right. It's true.
True. Very true.
We didn't actually get into this a lot, but we did talk about it a teeny tiny bit at the end of that video.
It's 50-50 right now.
It's getting serious.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote because I'm in the chat. So I can.
Okay. I'm going to vote too then. But that's how I can't vote. I can't.
Pointy. So. Thank you, pointy people. This has gone awry. This has gone awry.
Because we usually stay on track so well.
Yeah.
I put a lot of vodka in my cup today, so things have escalated very quickly. I was like, I'm gonna make a vodka cranberry, and then I made a vodka.
Splash of cranberry.
We're getting drunk on $3 wine.
That's true.
You know what? Is it Winking Owl wine?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you the story?
Yes. It's so good. We got
Winking Owl wine.
Yes. We had a different white wine. Had too much of it to try to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Rocket Tooth. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Okay. So, I had a thought about Bill and I totally forgot it because the Rocket Tooth threw me off. Oh, what was it? Okay. Keep going. It'll come back.
Okay. So I want to talk about how Bill used to work for NASA.
Yes.
So he was an engineer, whatever. That's fine. Like, so Bill wasn't in the depth of shit, but Bill worked for NASA. So I had a weird, tiny little Lynn brain thought where I was like, what if something happened to Bill?
Cool.
No. My thought was tiny. It was in relation to your brain. Separate it. Why did this happen? I don't know. But I separated and then I had chicken arms. So there we're back at that again. What is happening? This is on the internet. I hope my people that employ me see this. What if something happened to Bill at NASA that made him have a little wacky brain?
Right.
Could be.
The conspiracy angle. I loved that when you said that. That's yes.
And we didn't dive into it.
That's not NASA.
We never dug into it. You're right. So maybe it's just like, do you think maybe inhaling too much rocket fuel type kind of situation happening here?
pointing to the ghost. There it is.
A little too much. Element 115. Or
Oh, yes.
Purpose.
Good. Oh, you make me so proud. Yes.
I don't know what he just said.
I'll tell you later.
So I don't know, man. Like that sticks in my brain because like what Bill, he worked for NASA, which like a lot of weird shit happens, right? That we don't know about.
True story.
And then he quit and then he leaves. And then all of a sudden he's got like a
So
shit
do
happening
we
to
know
him?
for sure that he quit? Because I mean, why would you quit? I mean, okay, okay. Having been divorced a couple of times, I could see maybe why he quit and then took a lower paying job to get out of maybe alimony or something. But yeah, that was always the kind of the one weird thing. I was like, okay, even if you're starting your life over, you're working at NASA. If I had a job at NASA, I would never quit. Mostly because I want to know what they're saying on the inside. But still, NASA never quit there. Ever.
I don't know. Stranger things have
Unless
happened
they
in that
get out of
aspect.
the which they never will.
I
So
think,
I
like,
dare to dream.
That doesn't weird me out as much. The whole like get a divorce, change your whole life scenario. That
But
doesn't.
NASA to water.
That was his brother's company, right? So it was like an easy
still
in.
water, like rocket engineer to water service installation. Nothing against the water service installation industry, but rocket engineer. You're making rockets. How cool is that? Is there a cooler job except for maybe musician? I mean,
I like that plug.
appreciate it, but no.
you're welcome.
I really like that plug.
You like that?
You don't think technical customer service advocates are cool, Lynn?
I do. I do.
They are not.
Yes.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, the acronym is never a straight answer. That's the acronym. You're welcome.
Is
It's
it? I didn't know that.
the fake government agencies.
Yeah.
Right? So wouldn't you want to know what they're saying on the inside? I would never leave.
That
Ever.
would be cool.
Right, but you care about that. Maybe Bill didn't.
He's a rocket engineer.
He was a robotics engineer, and he did not care
Even
about.
better, actually.
But maybe he didn't care about it. Maybe he was all like, just whatever. And maybe he built this thing. Maybe Bill really went off the deep end. Let's take it from a different angle.
Okay.
Here's a different thought.
Hmm.
Bill gets divorced. He throws his whole life into the shitter and he moves to Texas. So he moves back home to work for his brother. Like, what a defeated life. Maybe
Right.
he did have a little bit of a mental crack.
Could be. That sounds a
That
little
sounds so
bit like
possible.
a midlife sort of,
Divorcee.
right?
And
I
like,
like nothing kind of moment.
but there are things that like his brother and sister-in-law can corroborate that they saw the two-legger.
Right. I'm not
Right,
saying
and
it
then-
didn't happen, but I do
Right.
think that would lend to him not wanting it to end because now he has something like in his life again that's like exciting and meaningful, right?
Mm-hmm. So he's like hanging on to it.
That's a decent theory.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, because when you're just down, sometimes
I hate that.
manufactured
I
things.
hate that.
I do too. Epic.
What?
Epic. Yuckaboo Creek right there.
Yeah.
That is
Nothing
yucca.
crawling in our ears and infesting our brains. No, thank you. No, sir. No, sir. Who's this Bill character? You know, this Bill Vale.
I say have at
Quick
it.
synopsis, Greg. Bill Vale worked at NASA, moved to Texas, then ended up getting some sort of like weird thing where that lives in his house and definitely messes with him. It crawled in his bed, looked him in the eyes, has one tooth. That's how we go. That's all you need to know. Do you like
That's
it?
pretty much it. Yeah. Big summary there.
Mhm.
Paranormal in nature.
Yes. Don't know
Yeah.
what it is exactly. Bill thinks it's a demon. We think it's questionable.
So what if he did just have a
He did get
midlife
divorced.
crisis and kind of went crazy?
And yes, he did get divorced. He got divorced at the beginning of all this, before all of this happened.
That's why he quit NASA and moved to Texas. We have a whole. We'll post the link. You can watch
Yeah.
the video. It's really fun. Everyone just watched it. I guarantee you, it's the best thing you're ever
Divorce
going
can
to
be hard
see.
on a lot of people.
It's the greatest rendition of the Bill Vale story ever told.
It's
And I'm not
horrible.
like exaggerating.
It's bad. It's bad.
That's our specialty. It's bad,
Most things.
So, it's not great.
That way.
but it's
It's
entertaining.
not great, but it's entertaining.
There you go. Greg. I knew Greg could follow along with you there. He got it. He
That was
got it.
good.
Greg's smart.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks for following.
Yep. So, okay, let me see where we're at in the tooth poll. Is that you though? I think that's
It was me.
It's you.
Did you make up that much of the percent? Maybe.
So bad it's good. See,
So, but Brad's got a thing. He's like, nut job seeing things. It's possible.
Yes.
If you're going through some really, really, really tough stuff in life.
Oh, you mean Lee? I was like, that's not what Brad said.
Okay, Lee, I'm
Bradley
sorry.
said something different, but yes, yeah, Lee was saying nut job on drugs, seeing things by the time. Could be,
Yep.
Maybe he hit rocket bottom.
Wow.
My eyes, they ain't too good.
Thank you.
Take a bow. That was it. Damn. Wow.
I'm kind of liking the and Lee's on the spiky tooth side. Spiky
Thank
tooth
you.
team spiky tooth.
Team Spiky
You guys gotta go watch the rest of it because you missed the 2 teeth, 1 teat. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's the funniest thing I've ever come up with. I've never laughed that hard.
It truly is. Thank you.
I need to literally get a steam cleaner to clean my pee off that couch because I basically peed my pants.
Oh my god, we were laughing. Okay, so this was the first time we done like a recording for Paranormal Spirits, like in this like classic style. In what, like 2 years?
It's been like a year. I think it's been a little over a year. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. And like all of the like bloopers you saw at the beginning all happened before we even started recording. Plus there was more I had to cut out, like at least 40 minutes more.
In true Paranormal Spirits fashion. So really, whenever we record, we kind of get ourselves pre-drunk.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
So we sit and drink, and then we like talk about, but we don't. So when we record, we don't know what the other person is going to talk about.
Right. So this time we did because we've covered this one before.
We have already covered it a little bit, right? So we kind of like hash it out a little, but we give hints and we do the thing. But really, it's just us being real dumb idiots and drinking. For 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We're always like, oh, I'm just going to get ready. Wait, I'm not ready at all. I have to go do 1,000 things beforehand. Drinks.
Just camera around clearly.
And then when it comes time to edit, you have to edit an hour of dumb down to 10 minutes of amazingness. But it's really funny. It's very funny. I don't know why the fuck I don't even know what's happening right now. I got lost.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
the process.
It is the process. But yeah, it's okay. I'm curious. Okay, you guys out there in audience land, what do you guys think? So those of you that have been fully educated clearly from us are Caitlin's exceptional telling of the story, or maybe you have heard of the Bill Vale story. By the way, he is on an episode of Paranormal Witness. I think it's called The Visitors, if I remember correctly. But anyway.
I didn't watch it. Do you think I watched that?
I watched it years ago. It's been a while since it came out. But I think it came out right after we did the first rendition, and that's why we got so many views. We got like
I think it came out
on that one. The rest of our videos have like 80 views. Like,
yeah. It came out.
Yeah.
And then they re-aired it. And then that's what happened.
Oh, that's right. They re-aired it. That's why we got so many views. Yeah. So if you know the story, or just based on what we're saying here, what are your thoughts? Like, we're still not sure. Demon, ghost, poltergeist, none above. What could it be?
Tooth fairy? Somebody called it a tooth fairy earlier, and that was very
interesting. I like the tooth fairy. It's the toothless fairy.
So,
but like the one
still has a tooth.
Tooth fairy. Truth.
It's not the teeth. The conversation was, it's not the teeth fairy. It's the tooth fairy.
Tooth fairy. I like it.
And I loved that.
I like it. That's a valid point, audience members. Yes. Valid.
Yeah.
So
I love Greg's synopsis. The guy who got divorced and has 1 tooth.
It's pretty much as good as my synopsis was. So yeah, let's go with it.
Greg, it's hilarious. The thing, whatever it is, crawled up in his face, opened his mouth, and has 1 tooth. 1 tooth.
There has been somewhere in this world There's a person who was in a bed, very excited for somebody to crawl up on top of them and make eye contact with them, and then open their mouth and reveal one tooth.
That's frightening. That scenario is like truly scary. David's like, yeah, it happens. What are you gonna do?
Imagine you're like, oh, you go on a date with a gal. You go on a date with a gal, and she's got all her teeth. You go home. She crawls up, all up, does a little eye contact. No teeth. She took the teeth out. Just one. It would be like this. Hey there, sailor.
Yeah, well, it's like, she moves her wig. She takes off her makeup. She pulls out her false teeth.
Yeah. That's what I do at the end of the night. None of this is real. It all comes off.
Smoke and
This is
mirrors
not real.
all.
I'm actually a 75-year-old man. Sorry. Movie magic, kids.
Yes. Yes, I like it. Oh my god.
So, because
bring us back.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, since I never listen to really anything, I listen to you.
Okay.
But was
Quick
there
recovery.
Corroborating this, like
Yes.
all these? Okay.
His brother and sister-in-law came over and saw. They didn't see the one tooth thing, but they saw. So there was like a weird little that they thought was
Bipedal. The
Yes.
bipedal creature,
Right.
aka the
Walk on
two-legger.
They saw that,
And then
the
they
closet,
also did. There was other things. So, like, yeah, his brother got karate chopped in the shins in the closet. Cha cha cha.
Okay.
And
So did he have pets? Did Bill have pets? Did we know did
no
he have
pets.
No pets.
Okay.
Bill's not a pet guy, but there was also a lot more like in depth to the story with like his brother and sister-in-law experienced a lot more that I don't talk about. Tell
Yes.
me more.
Chicago 420. Way to enter in with that one. Yes.
Coming in. Imagine.
Being strong.
You know what? Home invasion. Put it on the table. I'm in. Home invasion is now on the table for this.
Where did Bill live?
In Texas.
Somewhere in Texas.
Arlington, Texas.
Arlington?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just made that up. I'm not sure if that's real or if that's a lie.
No, not Chicago. What? Chicago has a lot of like
I don't
toothless
know.
homeless guys.
I'm just making shit up.
Okay.
Dave is in it. Dave's
He's in it. Yes.
Listen.
I think that's the winner. It's
You
the
think?
toothless homeless guy. Because
He's gonna
think
be-
about that. In the dark. Crawling up on your bed.
Stop. And then he goes like this.
It's in your face.
Yeah, and then he goes, you got
Ugh.
One tooth.
That's how you know he's gonna rob you. You got a light.
And then
Here we go.
It's happened.
Sorry. Just making all kinds of stuff. That's
seriously,
it.
though,
It's the homeless tooth guy theory. I like it. I'm
at
with
the homeless guy, but he's got to be real tall because it was over 6 feet tall. So
Well,
it. There are 6. I'm sure there are over 6 foot tall homeless people. Don't be discriminatory, Caitlin.
I'm not. I'm
Don't be
just
shortest.
as a short person.
I know. All of us are short people here. So
That's all I have to say.
don't
As a
be-
short person, this. I want to explore the homeless person scenario.
Yes,
Lulu.
Oh, she's been on our lap the whole. And I say
yeah.
our because she's been sprawled across the two of us.
And she makes noises.
Greg said this took a left turn. Welcome, Greg.
Yeah.
Welcome to my brain, to our lives. This is what it is.
Yeah.
It starts off somewhere, and then you end up with paranormal fried chicken. I don't understand how it gets there.
For some of these people to see of me though, because
What kind of
I'm
sides
always
would
so,
paranormal
like-
fried chicken have?
so professional.
Like demon, like black-eyed peas or something?
Oh, that's good. Like black-eyed children peas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I like
What's
it.
happening?
I like it. Yes.
Who's the
Black-eyed
order?
children peas and some like hush puppies.
Wow.
Yes. Oh my god, the
Mm.
breath is terrible. That was to
Luke.
Luke, not to Dave.
I was like, damn. Damn. I don't ever actually ever say that. Okay, so riddle me this. Picture this. Here, let me set the scene.
Yes.
Bill, who frequently hides under his blankies because he's scared. He's so scared that he hides under his blankies.
Nice shit.
So there's nothing to say that he wasn't hiding under his little blanky blanks with the music playing and the lights on and all of those things.
Right.
But somebody didn't break into his house and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna crawl on this guy.
Right.
And I'm just gonna imagine though.
Stranger things have happened. Let's be
Right.
honest.
You know, I don't want anything. I don't want to steal anything. I'm not looking for money, drugs, anything like that.
What are
I
you
just wanna
looking for
crawl on
though?
it.
I have worked with a lot of those people. It will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never sleeping again. Are you kidding me? Stop.
So I was video gaming with a buddy one time. You know, the nerdy
Oh.
stuff, headset, all that thing.
Yes.
So we're playing because I like video games. Whatever. I'm 45. I still play video games. Who cares? And I hear him exclaim, you know, and then I hear tussling.
Oh my god.
Good story.
Yeah, no, but so I'm sitting there thinking, what is going on?
Mhm.
And he gets back on, puts his headset on. He's like, hey, man. I was like, what happened? Are you okay? And he's like, yeah, just some crackhead just walked through my front door. And I was like, what'd you do? And he's like, I just picked him up and threw him out. This guy, my buddy's like, she's met him.
Huge.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
But
Big guy.
yeah, and
No.
yeah. And it happens.
No.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you lock your door? That's why you'll note to everyone, lock your damn door. Because the crackhead's gonna come in while you're playing Apex Legends and he's gonna smash you into the ground.
Yeah, I know. And you know,
Or while you're under your covers.
so we just went right back to it. Like we were
I think
playing
it's just-
something, but
I like sexy crackhead theory.
do
I
too.
like sexy one-tooth crackhead. I like this theory. I like it. I like
I like
big,
it.
tall. You know what I'm looking for in this world?
Tell
Maybe Bill swiped right.
Mhm.
And then he forgot he swiped right. I don't know what year it would happen anymore because I've had a lot of vodka, so now it's all down the drain.
2002, I think that was possible then, right?
No.
No.
MySpace was in 2002, Lynn. We're old.
It was never on MySpace.
so did you have a MySpace profile?
Yes, I did. That's where I first learned to code.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Okay.
I think it was.
Is it still out there? I
I was pregnant
MySpace?
in 2000.
My profile, I tried to find it the other day and very recently, and it doesn't really exist anymore. Like you can still kind of hack your way into it, but it doesn't really work.
interesting.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Actually, at the time, at least, it was like sort of better for music.
It was cool. It was good for music. It was good for all that jazz. But you know what it wasn't good for? One-tooth hobos crawling on top of you while you're sleeping.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm saying.
Hobo is one of my favorite words ever. Is that like
You like the word hobo?
not PC? I love the word hobo. My mom uses it all the time, and it cracks me up every single time.
In what context does your mother
Like-
frequently use the word hobo?
You look like a hobo today, or I look like a hobo. I don't have my hair done, or
I'm
is
offended.
Fiber's room still look like a hobo lives there? Lots of contexts, really. You've heard her say it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's great.
I love Lynn's mom, BT Dub. She's hilarious. It's hilarious. She's a character, kids.
Oh, poor Greg. We're traumatizing Greg. He's sleeping under the table tonight.
Do you know that one-tooth hobos can get you under the table too, Greg? They're gonna find you faster because you're right there.
You'll be fine. Don't play any video games. You know.
I think hobo's okay. Okay, good. I'm so happy because I will say it anyway. Let's be honest. I will say it anyway. I am not very PC most of the time.
Hi.
I think hobo's okay.
That's why we're all friends here. At
Hobo's
least
fine.
the three of us. I can't.
Here's the
speak
deal,
for everyone
guys.
else.
Hobo's fine. It's fine. I'm voting that it's fine. And
We're
if it's
taking
not,
back the hobo.
I'm taking back hobo.
I saw a train. We saw a train the other day. It was crossing by in front of us, and like Midwest trains, not like Massachusetts trains. They're like 20 miles long, and you have to
Yeah,
wait
yes.
an hour.
Florida trains are also the same. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm
Mhm.
like, we're looking at the like things, and Dave's like, I wonder what's in there. And I'm like, I think hobos.
True.
Circus animals and
Yes.
hobos. That is what
Yes.
is in a train. Nothing else travels in a train besides circus people, circus animals, and hobos. Everything else.
And body parts. That was the other thing I said.
And friends trying to get to Iron Maiden concerts. I had a buddy get to a concert that way when he was younger.
Who are your
A lot of
friends?
interesting friends.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
I don't know. You used to
You
live in
will love
Florida,
them.
though.
I do live in Florida,
Right.
but I haven't made enough
You will
Florida
love them.
friends
You will love
to
them.
have the stories of a crackhead just walked through my front door. No.
That's what happened. We went right back to game and like nothing happened. It was
Yeah.
I
You
love
need a
it.
kill streak.
Right?
Bro.
Yeah.
You need a kill streak. Come on. I
I
know.
say that like
I like video games. So
I do play
Okay, wait.
Halo
Video
from
games.
time to time.
Oh,
I've got her like
Should you just drop that Master Chief right in there?
Master Chief is my Waze narrator.
Master Chief is weirdly attractive, and I don't want to talk about it any further than that.
Have you seen
But
this show? It's not weirdly
I don't
attractive. I mean, not weirdly.
want to
I mean,
watch the show.
He's okay. He's okay.
No, I haven't seen the show. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
It's on. What
But
is it on? Paramount.
I know. I yes.
Paramount Plus, I think.
I think
You should watch it. It's a
All
great
right.
show. It's quality.
And thank you for Master Chief for sponsoring this episode.
That would make my night.
Imagine. I love Master Chief. I'm
GTA, another good one.
obsessed.
Can't overlook that
Okay.
one.
Yep.
We have gone.
Bill
off the-
Vale has turned into like gamer night.
I have gone off the rails. We have gone off the rails on the crazy train. Okay. So
Yes.
I'm bringing it back to Bill. I'm going to bring it back to Bill. There's another interesting part that we didn't really talk about a lot
Okay.
in this episode, but we talked about in the first episode that I kind of want to visit
Tell me.
because the phone calls, right?
Yeah.
So there were several
Yes, break a
times.
little more.
So let's bring it back. I'm bringing it back.
Yes.
You like this? Circling around. I'm bringing it back, kids. So there were several times where the first night where Bill had the old shaky shake in his bed,
Mhm.
he thought it was something having to do with like his internet connection because he got up and he thought it was an earthquake, and then he thought like his internet wasn't working, so he called a customer service for his internet connection. Place that sentence made zero sense. Hang tight. So during that phone call, the call kind of got crazy, fuzzy nonsense. And then Bill could hear sort of like that same chanting that he heard when he went to buy one or buy two, get one free Exorcism house.
Right.
And the person on the other line couldn't hear it. He couldn't hear it, like whatever, same sort of thing. The customer service person did recognize that there was a disturbance in the force, also known as something happened in their phone call. They blamed it on their connection, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then a separate time, Bill called a friend who was an audio engineer.
Mhm.
So during the audio engineer call, they recorded it, but there was still no recording of it. But Bill was literally screaming to his friend because he heard the screaming, like the chanting and things on the phone. And he was screaming to his friend over the phone. He was like, hang up the phone. Don't listen to it. Don't hear, like, it's not good for you. Hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And they have there's a recording somewhere of like the interference in the phone call, but
Mhm.
there's nothing there. But that's twice. To happen once, okay.
Yeah.
But to happen two separate times, like poltergeist. What does that? Is it a demon?
Okay, so wait a second. I wasn't listening. So
God damn it.
So they heard it real time, but it wasn't on the recording. Is that right?
Mhm.
Like both
Yes.
parties? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to start over?
No. I got you.
I've only told you the story 3 times.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm
got it.
kidding.
That's why
I'm
I'm
kidding.
like,
I don't listen
okay.
at all.
doesn't
I like that
matter.
the whole time that you weren't listening, you were going, yeah, totally.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about it's been a while since we've played Halo. Honestly, that's
Wow.
that. I know, but you know what? I still love you, and I still half listened enough to catch up.
Okay.
Okay.
Phone call interference.
Yes.
Is that like a normal ghosty thing? Is that a normal? You know
No.
a little bit more about these things. Is it more of a
little more
demony thing?
demony, I would think.
Pretty weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I think it's a little more demony.
God damn it.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. Like,
I don't know why I don't want it to be a demon so bad, but I really don't.
Well, it's weird that it hasn't progressed, right? Because usually a demon is, unless it's maybe a low-level demon. I mean, maybe that's why it only has one tooth. They can't afford more.
There was the
It's
tiny
not
thing that I read about it being like an imp sort of thing, but imps are
Right.
small.
Right. Maybe they just
But-
meant like a mischievous spirit
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it does a lot of demony things. Like it does, but it just hasn't gotten worse. Why hasn't it gotten worse? Unless it's one of those kind of rare, perfect possessions. Do you know what a perfect possession is?
No, tell me more.
A perfect possession is when someone gets possessed and they have accepted it and integrated into themselves so much that you can't separate the two.
No.
Yes.
So like you
So
Yes.
PW3s and be eating some wings.
I think
and
most are there. Yes.
talking to like a demon.
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
So you talk like a demon when
No.
that happens?
No. It's kind of like you and the demon become one.
Oh, that's happened to me.
And like and like priests will say that's the only time you cannot really, I mean, unless they don't want to be exorcised, but that's the only time like it becomes almost impossible to exorcise a demon because the person has accepted it and like just said, yes, I am the demon. The demon and I are one.
Am I the only one that like when I hear exercise the demon, I think of like a little demon with wings on an exercise bike?
You went there before I could. I literally was like, what gym membership? What gym membership does the
Right.
demon have?
Like gold,
Serious.
you know? He's
The
like
Gold's Gym?
Planet one. What's the planet one?
The lunk alarm is going off for the demon. Planet Fitness. The demon sets up the lunk alarm.
You can tell I go to the gym frequently because I don't know
The
the name of it.
planet one. The planet one. The most.
It's the one with the
well,
planet thing, you know. Yeah.
Planet Gym. I like to go there. Is it Planet Venus?
Planet Fitness,
Um,
smoothie.
Yeah, Planet
What?
Fitness.
Planet smoothie.
I do think of that. Dave, I definitely do think of that every time that I hear exercise the demon. I'm like, man, that thing must be so in shape.
Like, all right, let's get him on the treadmill.
He must be so in shape. It's like always getting
Work
exercise.
out. I do not. I am just naturally all of this.
You know what? It's damn good. It's damn good.
Carol.
Maybe that's what I'm doing at the gym every time I go to the gym is exercising the demon because I have the perfect possession.
You do. See, we've got this. We've got this. Yes.
All right.
Maybe
I like
that's it.
perfect
That can
possession
do it.
theory.
So it's either at this point, I'm kind of either between two options: perfect possession, hobo.
You want it to be now you want it to be a
Want it to be
hobo?
That's a better story.
Okay, wait. Hobo can do the phone calls.
Oh,
Hobo could literally be in the other room being like, ah, la, 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 on the phone.
Plenty of hobos have cell phones these days. Have you
No,
not
maybe
seen-
it wasn't a cell phone. Was it a landline? We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. It was 2002. I mean, I guess
We
it
had
could have been
landlines.
landline in 2002.
Maybe it was the possession of a former hobo.
Wow.
Combination of the two. Yeah.
I like that we're just going to continue to merge all our theories together until we're like, it's a ghost demon poltergeist who has a tiny bit of a possession and a half hobo,
yes.
one
Like the
tooth
extra
faired. It's a teeth faired hobo.
Yes. 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 I love this theory. See, I knew if we put all of our minds together, we could
solve
figure
it.
this out. Everyone.
I'm going to call Bill.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Hello, Bill. Yeah, we got it. This is it. Let me just explain it. Are you sitting down? You sitting down? Okay, cool. You have a hobo in your house, Bill, and the hobo is part demon, part tooth fairy, and it is also a little bit of a ghost. You're welcome. Thanks, Bill. You're welcome. You can sell the house now. Okay, bye. Solved. Good night.
I love it. End
Mm.
of story. Now, what is Bill going to do with his book? What is he going to do now?
I don't know, but I'm
Oh.
still going to buy
Can
it.
you imagine the book that would be? Possessed by a hobo? Yes.
It's gonna be a movie.
Great
It sounds like
Hallmark.
Touched by an Angel. Touched by...
Yes, Hallmark Halloween movie, possessed by a hobo.
Oh my God, let's make it.
Yes. All right. I am all for that.
I'm also all for it.
I would kill to be in a Hallmark
she's
movie.
a big city executive, and then she slowly realizes over time that she wants
He
to be a hobo.
was.
Or the man that she fell in love
Right.
with is actually a demon hobo.
Right.
Wait.
And
Bill was a
he likes
big
it.
NASA engineer, guys. He was a big NASA engineer. And then he was heartbroken by his
Right.
divorce. He had to move home. And he found possessed hobo love.
right, the small town hobo demon girl. Mhm. Yeah.
Now it's a girl. It's a girl? I'm excited.
Right.
Well, he's a NASA
Oh.
engineer, right? Like he's the heartbroken NASA engineer.
Yeah.
maybe
So it's a
he
huge
moved
bitch.
to, like small town Texas, where he finds his hobo demon love. And she has one tooth, but that's okay.
Demon love.
That's
That
okay.
sounds like a 70s album.
Write a song. Please write a song, Dave, called Hobo
Dave,
Demon Love.
Hobo demon love needs to be our theme song for Paranormal Spirit.
I'm jamming out to it in my head. It's very good. I just wrote it. It's
Nice.
there. I'll share it with you later.
I love
Just
it.
kidding.
Hobo demon love.
Hobo Demon Love by the Teeth Fairies.
Yes. Yes. So good.
What happened?
This is what always happens.
Bad.
I know, but this is my first time doing this with the
Any of
public
you
audience.
here, you need to
Usually-
know, if you come in for a Paranormal Spirits episode, this will happen every time. No matter how many times we
Oh, yeah.
try to be like, we're going to be professional this time, which, by the way, we never say. But if we were, it would never happen because.
Is that bagpipes? You know, from my end, that sounded like bagpipes. It literally
it really?
was like, like it sounded like the first part of bagpipes.
I don't know what it was. I mean, it was far going by. I know what it was.
It was just Fast and the Furious.
Hobo Demon Love.
Yes, that's when it needs to start out. Like tonight starts out with that like killer like sound. It's medical.
Hobo Demon Love starts with the
Musical
bagpipes.
term, right?
Starts with bagpipes.
Yes. Yes,
It
it was
was
the hobo train.
the
Thank
hobo
you for
train.
remembering.
You know what the
Like-
sound the hobo train makes? Hobo. Oh my God. It goes tooth, 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 tooth.
Oh my god. No.
Tooth, tooth. I can't.
Oh my god.
Somebody get me an agent. I'm hilarious and I need an
are.
agent. No, I'm not. It's not funny at all. It's really terrible.
It is hilarious.
Don't encourage it.
Grandmaster liked it. So there you
At
go.
least
Yeah.
one fan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And it
kids.
should maintain all 16 people. So
True. It's a lot. It's a lot, but
Usually it's just Lynn and I, so this is too many people
It's
for
true.
this.
that's true. We do this with like just the two of us.
It feels very normal when it's just Lynn and I. When it's a 16 other folks, it also feels very normal because
It
I don't
does.
care. But I just
Maybe someday we'll get 17 people.
You shut your dirty mouth. Don't
That's
you
right.
dare. That's too many people.
I know,
How many
right?
teeth? How many teeth is that?
17.
I like that the only takeaway from this entire, there are so many really fun things that happen in it, but in my head, the tooth.
We're at 17. We're at 17.
You got it.
I manifested it. Yes. Amy would be so proud. Well, here's
Whoever-
the thing, though. Like the one
Yeah.
tooth, whatever, let's just call it a demon for the sake of like ease, right? The one tooth demon is really weird. Like really weird.
Super weird.
I'm gonna go on a deep dive and not really look, but I'm gonna look.
Deep dive.
I'm gonna do like a semi deep dive.
I'm going to
do a
Google
shallow dive
search
to
and
see.
only look on the first page. That's what you do.
Yes, to see. Has anybody else ever heard of a singular tooth demon? Like, has anybody? There you go. This is the extent right now behind the scenes. This is the extent
One,
of our Paranormal
two,
Spirits
No.
research.
I couldn't take
Demon.
it seriously though. That's the thing.
No, I couldn't either. That's what I was saying. I would be like, what's really happening here? Like, what is going to be accomplished with this? I really wouldn't.
So
But I know I am broken. I know that I am emotionally compromised. And other people may find the one tooth scary.
no, but that's what makes me think maybe Bill was
Well,
just having a kind of a year. You know what I mean? Has anybody heard from Bill since then?
Yeah, dude, he's on Reddit.
My ex-husband.
Yikes.
It's terrible. He's the nicest person.
So nice. Hi, Bill.
I'm sure he's not watching this.
I am also sure he's not watching. I'm pretty sure I scared him.
I'm pretty sure I scared him.
That's fine.
You know I did.
So we all, it wasn't hard. One tooth demon Minecraft skin. There's a Minecraft skin with a one tooth demon.
Is there seriously?
I don't know, but let me
Wait.
just show you the
This
one.
gotta be a thing then, right?
Yeah.
This is
Oh
what
my God,
Google does
Caitlin,
to
we've
you.
got 18 teeth.
Wow.
Oh,
And he has so many
teeth, though?
teeth though. No, he has so many teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That's a
gave
lie.
up.
That's false advertising, Minecraft.
Anyways, I digress.
I want to know. So there was nothing else about a one tooth demon?
No, it just started coming up with a Japanese demon called Oni. So, and I can't read that shit right now. I can't. My
Oh.
brain
Oh,
cannot. I don't know if it's just
Only
because.
one tooth?
like Uno.
Oni one tooth. That's hilarious, and I just sunk into my brain. Dave.
Hey, those dragons! Well, you know,
Dave.
you're welcome. You're welcome, Brad.
Yikes.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah. There's we had Lynn and I like to send each other the hilarious YouTube comments that we get.
Yes.
And my
that's
favorite
good
one was somebody who literally was like, I thought I hated women until I saw you two. And I was like, that's the highest compliment.
Yeah.
It's the highest compliment I've ever received.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
thought I hated women until I met you.
Don't
First of all,
worry. We're not real women. We're
Truly
actually one tooth demons. Take it all
Right.
off. I already told you I'm a 75-year-old man.
We do. We get some amazing. If you
Yeah.
guys are bored and you just
we
want
got
to
some
laugh,
goodies.
just go look at our comments on Paranormal Spirits.
There's some good ones. And feel free
Yeah.
to leave even funnier ones. One up them.
Yeah,
I
I'm going to
want
start
it.
doing like a weekly spotlight because we get so many good ones.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
It is a good one. That is one of the like. There's a lot of good ones, and then there was the other one that was like, imagine introducing these two to your mother.
Yes.
So excellent.
I can
Yeah.
also attest to that. This is the face whenever I have ever had to meet a mother. It's always this. And they literally look at me as if, please, Jesus, tell me if this is a phase. Right? Like, literally every time. And you're like, haha.
I've gotten that look too.
Well, I showed my mom
Your mom is awesome.
I showed my mom the Paranormal Spirits video.
Thank you.
That's how.
Thank you.
I said, Mom, this is it.
So you have a
She's
cool
the
mom?
one."
She's the one. Luckily, she knew about me like 20 something years ago. So I think
I have a cool mom, but she found out about all of this and she was like, I don't get it. I was like, yeah, sorry. Sorry, Mom.
That's what makes it so
Continuing.
great, though.
don't watch,
Yeah.
Mom. Don't watch.
It's fine.
My mom,
Just-
she just needs to take the approach of my mom, which is like, oh, you do what?
Your mom would literally be like,
27,000 times.
what kind of hobo stuff are you doing over there, Lynn?
So, okay,
That would be
so
my mom.
do we think I'm bringing it back around again?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Please reel it in, Dave.
Yeah.
Reel
Do
it
we
in.
think Bill is crazy?
No.
No.
I don't think Bill is crazy
I
because
don't.
Bill doesn't have if you had watched the entire episode, no, I'm just kidding. Just totally kidding.
If you did your homework,
you did watch it
Dave.
'cause I made you. But like, no, I don't think Bill is crazy because there were no other reports of Bill having any sort of delusional behavior or like any sort of like signs of psychosis. I don't think Bill is crazy. Now, maybe I think Bill is, I went through a bad divorce and I really just want something important in my life or something exciting in my life. Yes. I'm going to go there.
So what's the difference between, I mean, I know crazy is pretty radical.
The professional diagnosis of crazy.
Diagnosis, yeah. But so what's the difference between that and somebody who's just kind of sort of not manifesting, but wanting something to be true so badly to make your life meaningful and important?
Because that person can usually tell. They usually know it's not true. Yeah. Whereas someone who's truly in the midst of psychosis doesn't know the difference between what's real and what isn't. They think it's real.
Makes sense.
And in fact, they don't even realize that there's anything kind of what we would call crazy going on. They think that what they're doing is totally normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
I don't think, listen, if Bill was like manifesting things to be like feel important, don't you think it would be like more attractive and maybe have more than one tooth?
I would think.
Right?
You were like, I really want to feel
sort of like good, like succubus coming up his way.
Yes. Yeah. If you're like, I want to feel important and I want to feel good and I want to freaking whatever. You're not going to manifest this. Manifest. That's hilarious. Tell me.
Manifesting.
I'm manifesting. I was just manifesting this thing. And I was thinking that maybe it could be 6 feet tall and have one sharp tooth.
Oh my God. Okay. So Ghost Dragon was the one that saw you in Time Goblins, like way back when.
I'm sorry.
And he's been listening to Time Goblins was the band Dave was in the 90s.
That's the best name.
Yeah. And I said that on one show, like I just kind of came on randomly one day and I was like, I'm playing Dave's music. And like I mentioned Time Goblins and Ghost Dragons, like I saw them. And I was like, what? This is the band he was in when we met, when you were like 17 and I was
babies.
It was not the 80s. It was the 90s. Thank you. Thank you.
I said babies. I said babies, not 80s, you sensitive old bitch. I said, you're the furthest thing from sensitive and old, but we are bitches.
So that's actually one of my favorite lines from Paranormal Spirits ever is like, you get on there and it didn't take you 30 seconds to go, wait, I got to get the prop. You go, I like how we both look like two old whores.
We did. It was a valid observation.
Listen, we paint these faces on.
Too old.
So for those of you that haven't watched any of our episodes, Caitlin does all of our like kind of like outros, and she always ends it with, you got to watch all the way to the end because she'll end it with some funny way to say like subscribe, and then it's always some version of two old whores, which also valid. But
am I wrong?
It's amazing. Yes. And Ghost Dragons, I'm so sorry your house caught fire. That's terrible.
Dude,
oh my God.
Living in a hotel?
That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry.
Man,
hopefully it's salvageable a little bit or insurance pays out. Yeah, something. Sorry, dude. That sucks. But, yeah. Back to the old whores. Yeah.
Sorry about that, man.
That's my life motto. Back to the old horse. Like whenever I seem to get distracted, I go
back to the old horse. It's our happy place, really. Our happy place. I mean, Dave knew what he was getting into. He's known me since I was 18. So. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't have to agree so quickly.
No, I'm just saying. I've known you.
It was like 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 years. So I will never be one of those women. I'm eternally 29.
Ugh.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Time out. I want to talk about Bill manifesting this himself.
Okay.
I'm trying to not have ADD town, USA. My brain is like a squirrel right now. Okay. So I have goldfish brain.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that just had to happen. It did.
I dig it.
Lynn's a fast runner.
Former Olympian, if you guys don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've known Lynn for
in swimming, actually. It went to the Junior Olympics.
You're the worst person I've ever met. I have known Lynn for, I don't even know how long, 15 years at this point, probably pretty close.
Something like that, yeah.
This woman will literally be like, oh, I lived there. You'd be like, oh, I was in, Okinawa. She'd be like, I lived there for like 6 months, right? Like, no matter what you say, she's like, yeah, I lived there. Oh, I used to do that. She's had more careers and lived in more places than any person you have ever met in your life. She's like, oh, yeah, I used to be a cafeteria person, and then I was a psych maid, and then I did psychology things, and then I used to interview people who sucked on toes for a living. And then... yeah, she was a professional toe sucker interviewer. And then when she moved to Missouri, she had a small stint working at the Poltergeist Chicken Company, where she came up with the Polter Chicken family bucket. It's amazing. I can't even, every time I speak to her, she says something and I'm like, the book? How do I not know that? Like,
That I was in the Junior Olympics? It was a long time ago. I was like,
You smell like
woman!
I was like,
If I was in the Junior Olympics, I would still be wearing my Junior Olympics. I'm so excited. I'm wearing my Junior Olympics T-shirt.
No,
I'm gonna be
is.
like, here it
for
is.
swimming. It's not that cool.
I can't even. Are you kidding?
I got second place. But other than that,
Oh, I only got a silver medal in
I
the
got a
Junior
silver medal.
Olympics.
You should know me by now that would be my attitude. I only got a silver medal. It doesn't count.
I'm just a hobo that got a silver medal.
Right? You're the
The
hobo
worst.
medal. God.
You're the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. I love you so much. Vodka. Okay. I'm back.
Yeah, but
I
you're
must have
a
broke
lot
my glass.
cooler than I am. So
I just do all the things to make me appear cool visually. I am not actually cool.
well, smarter then, because
You know?
I do not do those things.
You do. You also have the tattoos and the hair and all the things. It's just a thing. It's fine. We do have a full set of teeth. Or do we? Imagine if I just pulled all my teeth out right now.
Oh, you must have done that too.
It was me.
Caitlin pulls out all teeth but one.
It was me. And this is the one grunt. It was me.
The one grunt. That too. That also. Yes.
That speaks hobo. That reads hobo to me.
It does. Like, why the
reads
one
hobo.
tooth? Why the one grunt? There's a lot of ones happening. Did it have one eyeball or two? Did he ever specify the
Dose.
eyeballs?
There was no. I actually am assuming that it had two eyeballs. There was no. I don't even know if this part's real. I'm gonna be very forward. I read it very quickly in an update somewhere, something in one article. But I loved it so much that it needed to be part of my permanent story in my head.
I like it.
So, one tooth, one grunt,
One article.
2 eyes, 2 legs.
One article.
One article.
One Google search.
2 feet, 1 teat, 2 eyes.
I like it. I think this is. I think we are on to something with the hobo demon.
I'm gonna write him. I'm gonna find him back on Reddit, and I'm gonna be like, "Here's my theory."
Please do. See if he'll come on. Tell him we are huge fans. At least one of us is.
We can get him on for an interview.
He likes the number. So, yeah. We will give you 1 hour.
1 hour. It is.
So.
And it is one person watching. That's how it goes. 1 hour, one show, one viewer, and it's me.
It's like
It's me logged into my YouTube on my other monitor.
Yes, I like it.
Asking Bill.
Brought to you by the number one.
Yes.
Um,
One tooth though, like that. It's a. I cannot get past.
the whole story was null and void to me when I heard about the thing with one tooth crawling in his bed, because it could be very creepy, but it could also be very silly, right? There are 2 portions of it. Your portion to me feels silly because of the shape of the tooth, right? So to me, your tooth shape says the crawl was very like.
No, but think about that. Even if it did a scary crawl, like,
But then the
And then it
tooth was
pops out the like jack-o'-lantern tooth. That's amazing.
and the
I would
grunt
be
wasn't.
like, bravo. If
Listen,
that were-
jack-o'-lantern tooth to me speaks goofy grunt, right?
Right,
So like
exactly.
it gets up there and it goes, oh yuck, right? And then it leaves.
Wouldn't you
So-
appreciate that more though?
I would
But
pee my
like,
pants laughing.
does your
I would.
tooth in your mind, does it look like a rhinoceros? Rhinoceros?
And for some
Or-
reason, it does protrude, and it's always from the bottom. I don't know why it's not top, because I feel like if it's
Bottom
top,
for me too.
if it's top, it just looks like it's a baby. It's a
It just
little
Sad.
baby.
Yeah.
It's just like I only have one tooth left. That's sad. That's not like
It's
But,
not
like,
like
for me. It was bottom as well, but it was just
also
square.
bottom. So it's not necessarily jutting out like this way, but it's definitely like there.
Mm.
Aggressive. Like tooth that has to like sit up into its like being.
Like so
If
does
this
it
helps,
move?
does this
Is it-
help? Because I'm gonna keep doing
Is
it.
it like in the nostril kind of like
Well, like it's got like
Or is
it's got like a place that like goes under. So I'm gonna just stuff it. It's like this, like up in here. Like all up in here. It's scary, right? Is this scary? Are you guys scared?
Very.
But that's okay. Like if you have the square tooth, it could be like this.
It would be this way.
Equally terrifying.
It would just be a square
Right.
tooth would just be this.
Dave is just like, what the have I gotten myself into?
No, it's fine.
It's totally fine. It's great. I absolutely love being on this show.
So like I feel like square tooth would just be like very like, and it's all bottom lip heavy, right? To me, like it's very bottom lip heavy.
You said it had to like take the lip out and then get
Yeah, you gotta like get it over the tooth.
square tooth action. Right?
This is amazing.
I think so. I'm gonna say maybe it didn't. I'm gonna say it didn't want to. It didn't have a nose, but I really want it to have had a nose because
I think it has a
going
nose.
either
There's
up the nose or around the nose or in the nose is better. It's just better.
I like that we have gone from debating whether or not this is a demon, a ghost, or whatever to where the tooth lives and what shape it is.
Okay, well here's why. We're living in reality. We don't know what it is, right? But what we do know is it had one tooth.
One
What?
freaking
It's such
tooth.
One
Time out.
square tooth.
Oh, I said it was a big tooth. I was gonna say, why are we thinking that it's big? Because it said it was big.
It didn't say it was big, but was it? Another angle. What was it big? If it was square, was it rectangular?
Wide.
As opposed to tall. Yeah.
We have girth. Was it a girthy tooth?
Yes.
Tell me, are we talking short? Is it a chode tooth? Or was it like hi mom? Was it a chode tooth? Or was it really like, long and skinny, like a needle tooth?
Like long, like it came up to his eyes and obscured his vision.
Yeah.
Just like one of these?
Okay, but like
What?
Ghost Dragons has a question. What if it was a baby tooth? What if it was a baby demon?
Baby demon, baby tooth.
I only had the one tooth. And why?
Oh, and maybe the grunt wasn't a grunt, it was gaga.
Yeah. Maybe he just wanted some like Gerber. He just wanted.
Nice.
It was like,
you know?
no. No, now we're back to the succubus. Feed me. Oh. Right?
I like the word succubus a lot for
Me
like
too.
a lot of reasons, but it's inappropriate.
Succubus, do you like incubus just as much as succubus?
Goodbye. Goodbye, world. I'm done with you.
Dave is like, when will this end? Put me out of my torture.
Oh boy, I don't know when it'll end. I could talk about this forever.
And we have. Like, this is not the first time. It's not the second time. In fact, it's probably about the fifth time. The big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baby demon
God,
was
I'm trying to
his best.
breastfeed.
Tashi, Chris.
Chris, you have not anything at all.
Nah.
Chris, you want the summary? It goes like this: demon, tooth. That's it. That's it. Is it short? Is it short and fat, or is it long and pointy? That's where we're at.
Right.
It's been pretty bad.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Look at this. Wow. Well, Epic says
All night.
you could watch all night.
I could talk about that tooth all night. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I
You're
like
welcome.
it. I like it. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Chris,
There we go.
shit.
I love you.
We do love you, Chris. Chris wasn't feeling well tonight, so that's okay.
Oh,
Aw.
feel better.
Yes. Yes. Well, okay, let me check I haven't checked the poll in like 3 hours.
There is 17 votes.
Pointy wins.
Pointy wins.
65 to 35. Come on, people.
Suck it, Square. Oh, it's pointy. Oh.
No.
I'm not competitive at all. I'm really not. I don't care. You can have the win.
No, I don't get the win. Don't give me your pity win.
You're way more competitive than I am.
No, I'm not.
I only got a silver medal in this Special Olympics. The Junior Olympics.
It's the Hobo Olympics.
Hobo Olympics.
The Hobo Olympics.
What events are at the Hobo? Nope. I'm not.
Well,
That's a
I was just gonna say like tooth counting.
tooth counting is definitely the Hobo Olympics. Shopping cart pushing. Big one. Big one. Tent putting upping. What?
Ripping.
Words.
How many canned goods can you fit? in your sack?
Railroad car hopping. Don't
Right.
forget that one. That's just like
Ooh,
next
that is a next level Hobo Olympics event.
yes.
This is.
This is the advance.
Did you just
What
see
was
the
that?
thing on my screen?
Yes. What was that?
Did we just catch a
It's a hobo ghost.
paranormal event?
Stop it.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it tonight. It's gonna crawl on you, and it's gonna be like, "You want to make fun of my one tooth?"
Did I just freaking manifest the hobo ghost?
I don't know.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go back and watch that. Okay,
Yeah.
where are we at?
That was wild.
10:47. Okay.
I missed it.
You didn't see it was like a misty thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Did anybody else see that?
I saw it.
We may have
Did anybody else see it? Tell me you guys saw like a feather. Yeah, Hyena saw it. I like that.
There's no feather. I promise you there's no feather.
Like
Literally.
Mary. Oh, yeah.
Coming to a house near you. Hobo with a tooth. That's the movie that I'm going to make. This summer, coming to a theater near you. Hobo with the tooth. Watch out.
Yes, that was weird.
Well,
I only saw it out of the corner of my eyes.
Dude.
I'm gonna go back and watch it. Chris saw it
That's
too.
cool.
Chris
I
saw
don't
it
want to
too.
talk about it too much because it's going to freak me out, but I
I
do want
think
to
we
talk
need
about
to
it.
talk about it in depth.
Yeah.
Well, we need to review the footage
Yeah.
and then we can bring it back.
Yes,
I
yes,
wanna-
yes, yes.
I'm gonna see that.
Dude, that was crazy, right? I can't. It doesn't take much to distract me, but
Yeah. Okay.
and I promise you guys, like I had just cleaned, so there's no dust. There's not a lot of stuff around here. There's no feathers. There's no nothing.
Right.
No dog hair flying around.
No, the dogs don't really hang out in here. And
Right.
my dogs are short haired.
I was gonna say one of them is white, but still, like they wouldn't have that kind of hair. Like not like long, floaty. Go through the
Yeah, the little short hair babies. Cool. Great. Well, I just manifested the one-tooth hobo ghost from
Listen,
Texas.
you hear that?
Who's that?
Well, wait. Even though we're live,
Who is that?
that would be Piper, my teenage daughter.
Hi, Piper. Sorry. Sorry.
Trying to be quiet with a giant bag of chips.
Listen, girl. Chips take priority.
Mhm. Caitlin has a ghost in her house.
I don't eat chips now. I'm sorry.
Okay, Hyena has a question for you. What would you do if the hobo ghost demon with one tooth got in your face while you were sleeping?
Listen, look two things up. Ghost Dragon says sucking on his tooth. I would fucking bite that tooth. I would really want to grab it. I want to grab the tooth so bad. I don't want to suck on it because that's disgusting.
Right, we don't know where that tooth's been.
Yeah.
Ugh. Have you washed that tooth
Biting
today?
your tooth.
But I want to like grab it.
Grab it.
Like
See
a
what happens.
stalactite?
It would be a stalactite, right? Because wait, which one's from
No.
the top?
Yeah.
Stalactite is the top.
This is Ohio
You
Caverns.
have to hold on tight to stay on the
Stalactite.
ceiling.
So it would be a stalagmite.
Yes, that was what he said. You got to hold on tight to stay on the ceiling.
Well, stalactite with the T is the top, right?
Yes.
And the stalagmite.
Right.
So I would I stalagmite grab it with my hands and
Yeah.
see and just
Yeah.
go like this. Wobbledy wobbly wobbly. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I don't know.
No, I don't know what I would do. I honestly, if something crawled on me in the middle of the night and like got in my face, I would freak the hell out. Like I want to act like I'm cool. I'm not. I straight up would be like, and I would probably pee my pants.
I would be startled until I saw the one tooth.
Well,
Then I'd have so many questions.
this is the debate, right? If it's square tooth, I'm laughing.
Right.
I'm laughing. I'm
Even
gonna
the
grab
one
its
baby
cheeks.
tooth, I'd be like, do you eat with it? Like, what is the purpose of
Why
the
are you
tooth?
so obsessed with
Why?
it eating?
Because I want to know, why does it have a tooth? And why is there only one? This is what I'm saying. I would have so many questions for it.
Okay, so, but if I'm sleeping,
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
And
I'm
I'm
sleeping,
being like,
right, and then I see
hold on, hold
you. I need a tooth, and is this pointy? Is this pointy or square?
it's kind of both. We never considered the in-between option. And this is like lip gloss, guys, or lipstick.
A
not
squinty?
tampon.
Is it a squinty tooth?
It's like, yeah. I mean, what if it's like in between? We didn't even consider that. What if it's normal tooth shaped? You know, it's
Squinty.
just like it has cusps.
What if it's not a tooth at all? What if it's a penis?
Well, goodbye. I can't be involved in this conversation. We will get kicked off the internet.
I'm just going, if it's a weird, like, ghost demon thing, it might have.
Why would the penis be in its mouth?
Well,
though? That's a weird.
Lynn,
That happens a
stop.
lot.
Skip. Caitlin has to call a skip. We're gonna get kicked off.
I meant
the
like
world.
penis tooth, like. Yes,
It would be
you're
like
right.
this.
You were right. You were right.
Penis.
The internet was made for penises, but not YouTube was not. This is not RedTube, guys. This is YouTube. It's a different channel.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
could see
seriously?
with a tooth.
Dave, I gotta tell you, don't think I haven't thought about it, because I've thought about it. But I can't say it because I'm trying to behave. But now it's a different ball game because it wouldn't just come out of the mouth, it would flop out of the mouth, right? And it would hit you like this. So you would be sleeping.
Like a
Something creepy crawls up into your face. It makes eye contact with you and goes like this. Sounds like a Saturday night in my early 20s.
I was just gonna say Sunday morning. Yeah.
But then how do you,
morning.
but then what do you respond with? Like, do you go like, do you mind? Or
It depends on the tooth.
if it was, I would be like, do you mind? Because if it's like, there's not much to do with it.
I want to know how heavy the is.
Right.
That's what I want.
If it's a thump, that might be something worthwhile.
If it's a thump, you might get
If it's like,
No,
You
but
might
she
get-
went-
you might get
maybe
two
like
eyes open.
floppy. It was a
Listen,
floppy.
it's not floppy. It's a medium. Okay, we're gonna go with medium because it's gotta have something. I don't that we're doing this. We're doing this. I just want to be very, but we're gonna do this. Sleeping, crawling up on you, and then if it's this, no.
right.
Then it's a get away.
Like what? Like is there a bug on my face?
Right.
But if it's this, I'm interested. Right? My
Right.
eyes are opening. I'm looking. I'm gonna see what's happening, and then we're gonna discuss. Don't worry, guys. It's not the size of the boat. It's not the size of the tooth.
Oh my god. How
So
Now,
the
having
size
said
of the
that,
tooth?
like everybody's still talking
I am.
about that.
Whoa,
about the feather.
Bradley, I am making it triple X-rated.
It was Dave. Dave started it.
I'm just saying it might have its anatomy reversed if it's a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, so it's like
And then it has teeth in
like a
the genitalia region.
mouth hobo demon
right?
thing. Poltergeist penis.
I don't know.
A polter penis.
There's a pun. There's got to be a pun there. I'm gonna look for it. I'll find it later.
It's a penis.
But you can.
I love that you whispered that right after.
Somebody's got to do it, right?
It can rise from the dead.
Right.
It's really hard to get rid of it.
This is so bad.
Oh my god, what has happened to my channel?
You invited me. You invited me.
Oh, Chicago 420. Coming in strong every time.
Winner, winner.
My new favorite person right there.
Winner, winner, poltergeist chicken dinner. That's it. Good Lord.
Oh, God.
God damn, guys, you guys are funnier than we are.
I know. Gosh. Oh my god. Okay, well.
Now that I hit myself in the face 52 times walking a tooth penis.
Oh my god, I love Chris so much. I love you all. Gonna go back to sleep snuggling with a tooth. You're welcome, Stuart.
Right.
You're welcome. Yeah.
We're lost too, bud.
And check out your poltergeist.
Yes, I know. What did I say? It was like 10:40 something. Okay, somebody who went. I think Lee said he went back and saw it. Somebody else saw it. Let me know the time that it was at, because I think it was like 10. But it seems like it was a while ago. Either that or this conversation has just felt epically long.
It's derailed.
Why are you uncomfortable by the penis tooth?
I am not uncomfortable by the Peenerpeist or Polter Peener, or whatever.
Peenergeist.
Peenergeist.
I like Peenerpeist better.
Peenerpeist sounds like a Peenerpeist picked a peck of pickled peppers. That's what it sounds like to me.
A stout beer.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that. But yes, a stout beer.
I'll have
A
it.
stout.
Put that on draft.
That's what I'm going to order at your show this Saturday. I'm going to have the Peenerpeist. Thank you.
It's an IPPA.
It's an eye peener. It gives
What's
you a
happening?
bit more breath, but it's delicious. It's worth it.
Totally worth
Go
it.
for it.
Totally, it's got a lot of foam.
Not good.
You started it. I told you. And you engaged. You released my demons. These are my demons. Ow, I just punched my own desk. I'm getting riled up over here.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know what to say.
What has happened.
We should probably end this.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Yes, time.
I just scared Bradley for life. Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes, I saw it, and I'm not putting it on the screen, but yes, I saw
Don't put it on the screen.
it.
Epic. That's the joke of the night for me.
Hurley. No.
Wait.
I'm gonna get taken off of YouTube.
Nah, dude. It's gonna take us much more than this.
There's nothing.
It's gonna take
bad.
more than this. It's fine.
We're talking
We've
about
danced-
beer.
Right.
Beer. Yes. People get your mind out of the gutters.
God damn.
God.
Well, that's a good way to end it.
Yeah,
Because I can't.
well, I guess depending on who you ask.
It's a happy ending.
Is it?
I don't know. I
Very
don't know what
little.
happened. I truly don't. The Peenergeist IPPA. I want to make it.
That is going to be okay. So we have our two. What was it? 2 teeth, 1 teat. Shirt in the
2 feet.
Peenergeist IPPA.
2 feet. 2 feet.
2 feet.
1
That's
teat.
right. 2 feet, 1 teat. And the Peenergeist IPPA will be our
Okay.
beer.
It's going to go, thank you for joining us. This episode was sponsored by 2 Feet,
Peter
1
Geist.
Teat. And the Poltergeist IPPA. When you're looking for a beer with a little head, that's the beer for you.
And Vincent, I'm so sorry you just came in. It's probably like, what?
I have lost all control of my own life. This is what's happening.
Oh, she acts like
Goodness.
this is new. You should hear some of the conversations we have.
It's way worse. It is way worse. And it's always worse. If you ever want to talk to me in private, you're going to be offended. There's a 100% chance I will offend you.
You might be uncomfortable, but you won't be offended.
Oh, totally
If you're
uncomfortable.
easily offended, then you will be absolutely offended.
I love when people are uncomfortable. It's my favorite space. I'm the most comfortable when you're uncomfortable. So I'm going to do my best to do that for you.
Yes.
So on that note, I'm going to go drink some Penis Geist IPPA and cry myself to sleep.
Yes. And next week we're going to be, what are we even talking about?
We have
I was the one that told the story and I don't even remember.
Limp Manor.
Oh, right. Yes. The Limp Brewery. Yes.
That's a terrible segue. This is it's just going to be.
It actually kind of
Actually a
goes
pretty good
along.
one.
Yeah, it kind of goes along.
If you like the Poltergeist IPPA, wait until you get the Limp Manor Lager. You're going to love it.
Right.
Grandmaster got it. Yes. The Limp Brewery. Yes.
Yes, that's the one. I can't do words.
Look, it worked out in the end. It was a great segue. So
It was a good thank you, Dave.
Yes. Thank you.
All hail Father
Voice of
Dave.
reason. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well,
Goodbye.
thank you, everyone. I can't believe so many people have stuck around for this. But
I know. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. We're going to talk about the Limp Brewery next
we
week.
will. It'll be a good one, I think.
Wait.
Maybe it'll be halfway decent. It'll be like, it'll be mediocre at best. Let's be honest.
It's going to be 60% awesome.
Oh, thank
That's
you,
it.
Lee. Is that the timestamp? 2 minutes, 2 hours, 1 minute.
Have we really been talking for 2 hours and 1 moment or longer than that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
oh yeah.
No, because this only been 2 hours now, right? We started
I'll
at
find
9.
it.
Maybe 1 hour. It's got to be.
No.
Okay.
We'll find it. I'll find it.
Yeah. We will find it definitely. But anyways, so thank you guys. And I'm also going to be doing some extra episodes during the week. So Dave and I have been doing some we can't really call it paranormal investigating. Can we call it like paranormally curious? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find a word. It's not good investigation, but
It's not
It's great.
by any means, but
it's not. But there was some weird stuff that happened. Some weird stuff.
There's some stuff.
So we're going to share
There's
it with
some
you
stuff.
guys. But
That's
we will
exciting.
be back next Thursday at 9 with Caitlin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be talking about the Lemp Brewery, Lemp Mansion,
Yes.
all the Lempies. It's a weird family. Vincent was right. A lot of suicide. There's like 4. I mean, that's a bit much.
Lots.
You really don't have to watch the whole episode.
Do it. I recommend it. I highly recommend it.
It's not very accurate.
It is a wild,
There's like 4 of them committed suicide, like over
a
time.
lot.
It's
It was a
lot.
trend.
It's a bit
It was-
dramatic. It's a bit.
It was
much.
trending.
It was. Yes. And yes, great music. Speaking of that, all right, so we've got Dave Hurley going to be taking us out with Ripple Effect. All right, guys. So, snot bubbles and all. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome, Bradley. Thank you, Grandmaster.
Yes. Oh, he's not going to like it that you called him Bradley. Only his grandmother and I can.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Fab.
Brad. Or Fab, yes. Anyway, thanks everyone for sticking around. So sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry. But
I'm not.
at the same time, you're welcome. There'll be more
Yeah.
next Thursday. The more you get to know Caitlin and I together,
The sorrier we're going to be. That's how it's going to be.
Yes. The other side of Lynn. That's what this series is going to be called. The real Lynn.
I bring out the worst in people. It's what I do.
The absolute best. The absolute best. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Bye, guys.
Stick around, listen to Dave's song, and we'll see you next Thursday. Hey, bye, everyone.
My gold and my heart and soul shoes, and walk among the groups of two. It's not ideal, it's just how we feel. It's a shame we're easily amused. The only cure for this forward motion is to make emotions fly away. It's cold, but the water's not frozen. I see ripples rolling every day. Cast a stone and get a hardcore view. Catchphrase of the day is that it's true. There's no coffee talk and only one way to please. It's a shame what you do moves me. The only cure for this forward motion is to make emotion fly away. The air is cold, but the water's not frozen. I see ripples rolling every day. Yeah, I'm not looking for a windswept view. Our change has changed. Nothing's new. Right on new song. this forward motion.